Hi everybody, it's Giselle from Kids Yoga Stories. I help teachers and parents make yoga and mindfulness fun and easy for children. And today I want to share a question that Larissa sent through, and her question is, what ideas do you have for holiday yoga that are more non-secular and less focused on big holidays like Christmas and thus more inclusive? Great question. And we can kind of broaden this question about not just holidays, but what ideas or what themes would be appropriate for your children. So let's take a step back. Let's start by being curious. Because we know that teaching kids yoga is not a one size fits all. We are teaching all over the world, all different kinds of populations of children, all different needs, all different times of the day, in all different situations, locations, spaces, numbers of children. Okay, so there's a lot to take into consideration. So it isn't a one size fits all. And I don't believe in giving you a step by step of lesson plans because I want you to be able to be creative and bring to your unique situation so that you're able to connect with the children in a way that's deep and meaningful and specific to you and your students. Okay, so saying all that, the first step I would suggest to Larissa is getting curious. Like I said, so let's get curious about what holidays do the children honor and celebrate in their schools or in whatever situation they're in. So you can just ask them. Next time you see them, say, hey, what kind of holidays do you love? What's your favorite holiday? You know, here in the United States, Halloween is coming up and it's enormous, like enormous. So of course, bringing in a Halloween yoga experience is a fabulous idea because to help children get those wiggles out, help them to connect to maybe what you think is the purpose of Halloween, whatever it is for you, right? But asking the children what's important to them, okay? And it might be about celebrating other countries. So you might want to introduce India through Diwali, or England through St. George's Day, or Mexico through the Mexican Independence Day, or through Cinco de Mayo, or Canada for Canada Day, and the United States for the 4th of July, Australia Day, Chinese New Year, whatever. So you might want to use the yoga, the theme of the holiday to introduce to different countries. And you pretend to go on little journeys, you can bring props in, and you can really use it as an extension to learn about that country. Or you can choose more common holidays, like you said, Christmas, or maybe Thanksgiving, even in some of our countries, New Year's, right? Valentine's Day, like I said, Halloween. So find out what is interesting to the children, because the main idea here is about making it relevant and meaningful to them. So you might be in a situation where you celebrate different holidays than what your children do. The most important thing is to connect to them. Sure, you can share what you think is cool. Like when I used to teach in Guatemala, when I moved back to Canada, I used to share stories with the children about what it was like in Guatemala. Absolutely do that, right? But you can do that from a space of what your own personal experiences are and explain that and keep it still non-secular and inclusive. Or you might want to talk about specific holidays of the children that you're working with. You might want to pick out if they're from a specific background or religion or culture, whatever, you might want to incorporate that. Okay, so thinking about the bigger picture, getting curious about what your children are interested in, getting creative. So doing some research on all the different kinds of holidays and what poses or breathing techniques you can bring in, or karma yoga, then getting confident and calm. Again, these are the 4 steps to teaching kids yoga that I talk about on our blog. We also have a holiday yoga ideas PDF. If you do want to get a jump start on some ideas, welcome to check that out. Or we've got lots of blog posts on our blog. So hopefully that's helpful. If you have any other ideas for Larissa about other holiday yoga ideas, feel free to leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. If you have other yoga questions, anything else you'd like to share with us, please email me at giselle@kidsyogastories.com. I'd be happy to help. And join our newsletter at kidsyogastories.com to find out more tips. And I will see you in the next video. Remember, we're all in this together.